Today's conference began with a huge challenge to all of us, putting into context the scale of the dilemma that now faces us in the need to reduce our carbon emissions.
Is it reasonable for us to say it's too hard for us to reduce our emissions and the poorer parts of the world should have to adapt? Or is it more reasonable for us to say we have to do everything we can to reduce our emissions, regardless of the pain it causes to us, as we've caused the problem? And that will help the people elsewhere not to have to adapt to such high temperatures. So there's a real moral question in that.
And we've also heard from a government which has invested more in low carbon transport initiatives in the last few years than have been invested at any time in the past.
Low carbon transportation is a key element in modernising for the future, so it is entirely fitting that this should be my first speech as Secretary of State. And I'm also delighted that the speech is to the Low Carbon Vehicle Partnership, which has been a leader in the debate on low carbon and has a much bigger role, I am sure, to play in the future.
So what makes the Low Carbon Vehicle Partnership special? And the real unique part of the Low Carbon Vehicle Partnership is it's the only multi-stakeholder membership organisation working to accelerate the shift to low carbon vehicles and fuels. As I stated before, we have a very diverse membership and perspectives. We have challenging questions, challenging statements, different positions. But the importance of the partnership is that we find a way to work together and to move forward through that.
Clearly a huge challenge ahead. But I believe we have the innovation routes, the experience and the willingness to lead the way on ultra-low carbon vehicles. But it's going to need a bold government push to accelerate the process. We have a lot to get done. We must develop the infrastructure to support the change. We must manage transport demand and improve reliability and capacity of freight and consumer transport. Government and industry are going to have to work much more closely than ever before. The way we drive must also change, and business is going to have to support consumers to change habits by providing low carbon alternatives.
We have good representation from the automotive sector, which is essential if we want to move this agenda forward. But we also have the energy industry, the operators of the vehicles. We have the government and public sector. We have research and academia providing the right input, and NGOs and other support groups. Again, very important part of our partnership, ensuring that they're all engaged.
So let's all ensure that when we go back to our jobs, whether in policy making or in providing vehicles or fuels or in buying them for fleets, whatever our role is, we act with the vigour that we all know is needed, and we really take forward initiatives in a practical and dynamic way.